Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Nihlahuz Zulfa. I'm from PBAA1 in the 5th semester. Now I would like to share you about my lesson plan under the title Expressing Feeling. Well, in my lesson plan, I teach in school of SD Negeri 2 Bandung Rejo, and then the subject is student of grade 6. They are from 6th grade, and then for the second semester, and learn material is expressing feeling, and time allocation is 35 minutes. The first subject is core competence. Memahami pengetahuan faktual dengan cara mengamati, mendengar, melihat, membaca, dan menanya berdasarkan rasa ingin tahu tentang dirinya, makhluk ciptaan Tuhan, dan kegiatan dari benda-benda yang dijumpainya di rumah dan di sekolah. Menyajikan pengetahuan faktual dalam bahasa yang jelas dan logis, dalam karya yang estetis, dalam gerakan yang mencerminkan anak sehat, dan dalam tindakan yang mencerminkan perilaku anak beriman dan berakhlak mulia. Next is basic competence. In the other ways, we say about KD. KD 33, memahami instruksi lisan dan tulisan yang melibatkan kata, frasa, dan kalimat sederhana, expressing feeling in the past using was or were, bertema MRT dan LRT. KD 43, melafalkan, klaim menulis kata, frasa, dan kalimat sederhana dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar sesuai konteks. Expressing feeling in the past using was or were, bertema MRT dan LRT. Next is indicators. Mention some vocabularies of expressing feeling. Then, conclude some vocabularies that conduct with expressing feeling. Next, apply some vocabularies that suit with expressing feelings. Next is learning objectives. The first is students can pronounce the vocabularies by following the teacher correctly. The second is students can write the vocabularies correctly. The third is students can apply the vocabularies with some emoticons appropriately. E. Learning material. The learning material of my lesson plan is expressing feeling, and the learning method I use total physical responses or TPR. Total physical responses, in the other ways, we say that when we teach students, we explain the material, we also using gesture. We also practice the gesture of the material, like as I feel happy or I feel thirsty. We use our gesture to more clearly to the students. And then learning procedure. The first is preliminary or opening. First is greeting like as Assalamualaikum or good morning students. And then upper section, we check attendance of students. And then the third is introducing materials by asking feeling condition, like as have you ever heard about expressing feeling or feeling like as happy, sad, or etc. And then the core. The first core is delivering learning activities during learning process. And then is explaining the material about expressing feeling. Next is playing game Match Me, which is match the pictures with the appropriate vocabularies of expressing feeling. And then reinforcement by asking material that have explained it. And then closing. The first closing is reflection of student achievements and teacher reflection to knowing learning and preparing process achievement. Next is assignment to student about expressing feelings materials. And then inform the students about material in the next meeting. And the last is teacher finishes the learning by giving message and motivation in keeping study hard and praying. Search of learning, I found material from Google and YouTube. The assessment, I use three kinds of assessment. The first is attitude. Assessment form is observation and journal. Assessment instrument is attitude assessment. Assessment time is during learning. As long learning, I assess my students' attitude. And that is cognitive. Assessment form is writing test. Assessment instrument is question test. And then assessment time after learning. In other way, we say I give homework to my students. And then the last assessment is psychomotoric assessment. Assessment form, practice. Assessment instrument is practicing observation, and then assessment time is during learning. So as long as learning, I assess my student psychomotoric using practice like in the game section. Okay, thank you. Thank you all for your participation. I hope this can give you benefits in arrange the lesson plan. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.